Welcome, dear listeners. Take a deep breath in and gently let it go. Let your shoulders soften. Let your eyelids grow heavy. You are safe here. You are warm, and still, there is nothing you need to do. Nowhere you need to go. But here now, this is your place to rest. Let the rhythm of your breath carry you deeper into calm. Let each word wash over you like a soft tide, slow, even peaceful. Our story today begins just before the sun stirs from the horizon in a land ancient and earthy where time moves slower. And the world is still cradled in morning mist. The ground is cool and damp underfoot. A thin fog drifts between wooden fence posts and low, rounded huts of clay and thatch. A Bronze Age settlement breathes gently in its sleep. Crickets have gone quiet. Birdsong is not yet awake. But the breeze is there. It moves like a whisper through tall wild grasses, rustling leaves, and the hanging skins that serve as doorways. Inside one hut, a figure stirs on a woven mat of dried rushes. His name is not remembered, but his day lives on. For it is the same day lived by countless others in his place. The life of a farmer rooted in earth, in season, in sun, in silence. He sits up slowly. The fire in the center of the round room has long gone to ash, but the faint warmth of stone lingers under his fingertips. The hearth holds memory, last night's glow, this morning's promise outside. A faint light softens the rim of the eastern hills. It is not yet time to work. It is time to wake. He stands, stretching limbs honed by labor. His breath makes clouds in the cool air. He moves without sound, lifting the hide flap that shields the entrance, and steps out into the hush of dawn. The air smells of damp wood and ash, of wet earth and faint smoke from other homes where early risers stir. He walks barefoot through the morning dew, each step sinking softly into the living ground around him. Low sounds begin to rise. The bleat of a young goat, the snort of a restless pig, the rattle of hens shifting in woven baskets. He greets them not with words, but with motion, with care. He sprinkles handfuls of seed. He unties the gate to the goat pen and watches them trickle out, their bells soft and scattered like raindrops. This is not a hurried life. There is no alarm, no rush, only the steady rhythm of tending, mending, growing as the light grows gold on the horizon. He moves to the field beyond the low wall, a place cleared of stones, smoothed by seasons of hands and time. This is the land his father tilled, and his father before him. Its furrows are known to his feet, its needs known to his palms. He kneels at the edge, running his fingers through the topsoil, feeling its dampness, smelling its readiness. It is almost time to sow, not yet, but soon. From a leather pouch he carries slung over one shoulder, he takes a handful of dried barley and brings it to his nose. He inhales the grainy scent. It smells of sun, of stored warmth, of life waiting beneath the husk. He stands again, looking out across the low, rolling hills. There is a stillness here that is not empty, but full. The sky is streaked with soft cloud, and birds now begin their song. A low trill from the trees beyond the stream. He listens, but does not reply. This day will be like many others. There will be digging, water, carrying, repairing a fence, collecting firewood from the edge of the forest. He does not resist the repetition. There is peace in the pattern. He walks to the stream that runs past the far edge of the village. Its waters are cold and quick. Slipping over smooth stones with a gentle burble, he crouches beside it, cupping the clear liquid in both hands, drinking slowly, letting it spill through his fingers and onto the soil. There are fish in the shallows, small and silver, darting with flashes of movement beneath reeds. He watches them for a moment. The way they flick and vanish and reappear. He fills a clay jug from the stream and carries it back, balanced against his hip, the cool weight of it pressing into his side. Smoke rises now from several huts. The day is unfolding. Children begin to laugh and call to each other. Dogs bark, chickens flap their wings inside the hut. Once more, he sets the water down near the center, blowing gently until the embers catch tiny sparks leap, and a flicker of flame begins to dance among the twigs. He adds a piece of wood, then another, until the fire hums quietly in its circle of stone. Closer places it near the edge of the fire and scatters a handful of coarse ground barley across it. Soon it will warm toast, become something to chew as the sun climbs higher. He sits beside the flame, letting its light and warmth wrap around him, letting his thoughts drift like the smoke curling upward toward the open vent above. This moment is his. It is small but complete. The day is beginning, and it will unfold like the others, with steady work, with quiet tasks, with moments of stillness in the fields, with the sun at his back and the soil beneath his feet. And tonight, when the fire is low again and the goats have returned to their pen, and the sky has turned black behind the stars, he will rest on his woven mat, and the day will fold in around him like a cloak. But for now, he breathes, he listens. He lives in the gentle rhythm of this ancient morning. Outside, the sun rises a little more, its golden warmth spilling across the grassy paths between the huts, warming the stones, lighting up spiderwebs strung between fence posts like silver threads. The air hums now with the faint buzzing of insects, a sign that summer still lingers in the folds of the land. Not yet fall, not quite the end of the season. Just the height of life, full and open and still. The farmer steps outside again. The fire crackles quietly behind him. The scent of toasted grain still clings to the air. He carries a wooden hoe over one shoulder, worn smooth. From years of use, the blade is not metal, but stone, sharpened and tied with sinew to the shaft. It has dug many furrows. It has carved many lines into the face of this soil. Today, it will do the same. He moves with patience, not urgency. He crosses the edge of the field where wildflowers give way to worked earth, where grass yields to dark brown rows, bent slightly. He begins to guide the hoe along a furrow, turning the soil, breaking clumps, making space for seed. The sun climbs higher. His brow beats with moisture. But he works in silence, the same silence held by his ancestors, and their ancestors before them. A silence made not of emptiness, but of attention. Every movement is part of the rhythm. The soil turns the hoebite and lifts his bare feet. Shift and step, the earth opens slowly beneath him. Birds call from a distance. A hawk circles high above. Children's laughter carries faintly from behind the huts. Someone sharpens a tool with a stone. The scrape and hiss drifting on the breeze. Like a song, he pauses, leaning on the hoe, listening, breathing in the deep scent of earth and sun-warmed grass. A small brown hare darts from the undergrowth, startled. It disappears into the tall reeds beyond the fence, and he smiles. The land is awake, alive. From a pouch slung at his side, he takes another handful of barley seed. He moves down the row, letting the grains fall one by one into the loosened soil. A steady rhythm, not hurried, not slow, just true. The ground accepts the seed as it always has, and he covers them gently with earth, patting it down with practiced care. This is how life is made, one seed at a time, one breath at a time, one day after another. As the sun begins its climb toward midday, he walks toward the shade of a low tree near the stream. Its leaves shift with a soft sigh, casting flickers of light across the grass. He sits there, back resting against the rough bark.
Ellie.
He takes a small piece of dried meat from a wrap of cloth and chews slowly, quietly. The sounds of nature all around him become part of his rest. The wind rustles the branches overhead. Water gurgles over smooth stones just beyond his reach. Flies buzz lazily in the warmth. He closes his eyes for a moment, letting the hum of the land cradle him, letting the fullness of the day pass through him. He does not need to hold on. He does not need to name what he feels, only to be within it. After his rest, he stands again and makes his way back to the goat pen, where the small herd grazes in a common patch near the edge of the settlement. He checks the fence, finds where a few branches have fallen, lifts them, binds them again with fresh cord. He strokes the nose of the oldest goat who leans against his palm, eyes half closed. These animals are not just animals, they are memory, they are continuity. Their milk nourishes the children, their hides clothe the elders. Their presence completes the circle of village life. He watches the young ones leap and tumble in the sun, unaware of the world's demands, full only of now. He takes a small wooden pail and begins the milking, hands working gently, rhythmically. The liquid hits the bottom of the pail with soft thuds. Steam rises from its warmth. He carries the milk back to the hut, where the fire has burned down again to glowing coals. He adds a few more sticks, fans it gently, and sets a clay pot, a flat rock, beside the flame. He pours in the milk and stirs it with a carved wooden spoon. The scent is soft and comforting. It thickens slightly as it warms. He will add some crushed herbs from a woven pouch hanging near the wall. A touch of flavor, a hint of medicine, a recipe passed down without writing, only through hands' eyes, repetition as the afternoon unfolds. The air grows warmer. Insects hum louder. A dog sleeps stretched out in the shade of a low wall, its chest rising and falling with the slow beat of peace. The farmer works a little more in the field, then gathers kindling from the forest edge. He walks the narrow path, shaded by tall trees. Their branches arch overhead like an old cathedral. The ground is soft with fallen leaves, and the scent of moss and bark fills his lungs. Birds flit from branch to branch above him, watching, singing. Then flying off again into the quiet, he finds what he needs: dry sticks, bark that will catch flame, a few heavy branches he drags behind him with a rope. He returns as the sun begins its descent. The shadows lengthen, and the world tilts toward evening. Back in the hut, he stacks the wood neatly near the hearth, then steps outside to sit on a low stool beside the entrance, watching the village settle into dusk. Children are called. Back home goats return to the pen. Smoke rises in soft columns from every roof. Carrying the scent of food, of rest of day's end, he eats his meal, slowly bread warmed on the stone-thickened milk with herbs. Piece of dried apple saved from late summer. The stars begin to appear above one, then two, then 1,000. Each one a silent spark against the velvet dark. He lies on his mat once more. The fire flickers low beside him. The walls glow faintly with its light. The goats are quiet. The village is still. The wind moves gently through the thatch, whispering sleep, whispering dreams. And he lets go of the day, of the thoughts, of the world for now. There is only night, only breath, only peace. The night wraps softly around the village. Ah, quiet blanket woven from shadows. In silence, the stars burn steady and calm. Their light, distant but steady, like gentle guardians watching over the earth inside the hut. The farmer's breath slows, his muscles relax. The warmth of the hearth fades to a gentle glow. His mind drifts like smoke rising through the roof vent, slowly rising, blending with the night air. Before sleep fully takes him, his thoughts wander back through the day to the feel of the soil beneath his hands, the taste of fresh water from the stream, the soft bleat of goats at dusk, the flicker of firelight on the walls, each memory a gentle thread tied to the land, to life, to the rhythm of living simply and deeply. Outside, the breeze shifts softly through the trees, leaves murmur a lullaby, branches sway without sound, crickets begin their nightly chorus, a steady hum that fills the spaces between stars. The farmer dreams of fields turning gold beneath a sun that never fades, of barley bending in the wind, of birds circling high and free, of hands weaving baskets and firelight dancing on stone walls. In dreams, the past and present mingle. Time folds softly like fabric. He is both here and long ago, rooted and free. The world outside breathes with him, a vast, quiet presence full of life, yet gentle and always waiting for dawn as the night deepens. Every sound grows softer, every breath slower. The earth itself seems to sigh in contentment, like the farmer, like the village, like the slow, steady pulse of the earth. Beneath your feet, you are calm, you are calm, you are safe, you are ready to rest. Let your thoughts grow quiet, like the wind falling, still, like the fire fading to embers, like the stars blinking softly in the vast sky. Sleep now, soft and deep, with the peace of this ancient day settling gently into your heart. And when you wake, you will carry this calm with you, the steady rhythm of earth and time, and the quiet strength of a day well lived. The dawn returns again, softly, like a whispered promise across the land. Light filters slowly through woven reeds. The village stirs with the quiet movement of early risers. The air is cool and fresh, filled with the scent of wet earth and blooming wildflowers. Our story today sets sail at this tender moment. When the world is caught between night and day, and everything feels possible, the farmer wakes once more. The soft breath of morning brushing his skin, he stretches his limbs, slowly feeling the steady pulse of life beneath his feet. Outside the hut, mist lingers in the hollows, clinging to the grass like a gentle veil. A faint sound of water rippling over smooth stones drifts from the stream. Birds begin their soft morning song, a melody that rises and falls with the breeze. He steps out, barefoot, onto the dew-kissed ground. The chill touches his skin. Reminder of the world's quiet rhythms, he moves toward the garden plot beside the hut, where herbs and small vegetables grow in neat rows, their leaves glistening with drops of dew. His hands brush over the plants, feeling the coolness of their leaves. He checks for signs of growth for any plants that need tending. His touch is gentle, respectful, knowing this patch will feed his family. It will heal them. It will connect them to the land. The sun peaks above the hills, bathing the village in warm light. The golden glow spills through the trees, setting the morning mist aflame. The farmer breathes deeply, filling his lungs with the scent of pine and earth and the faint sweetness of ripening grain. He walks toward the larger fields beyond the village, where rows of barley and wheat ripple like waves. The stalks bend softly in the breeze. A sound like distant whispers fills the air. The fields are alive with movement. The earth breathing beneath a sky so vast it seems endless. His footsteps are light on the soil. Each step a quiet greeting to the land. He reaches down, running fingers through the grain, feeling its rough texture. The promise of harvest held within each seed head. Today, he will begin the harvest of early crops, careful not to take more than needed, respecting the balance between giving and taking. He lifts his bronze sickle, its curved blade glinting in the sunlight. The tool shaped by hands long gone, yet still faithful and true. He moves through the fields with practiced grace, cutting stalks, gathering bundles. The soft rustle of grain fills the air, a gentle, soothing sound, like waves brushing against the shore. As he works, the village wakes fully around him. Smoke curls from chimneys, children run and call, dogs bark softly in greeting. Life begins anew with the rising sun at midday. He rests beneath the shade of a broad oak tree, its leaves shimmering, a simple meal, a piece of flat bread, some dried fruit, a small cup of water drawn from the stream. He eats, slowly savoring each bite, feeling the warmth of the sun on his face, the coolness of the breeze on his skin, the steady beating of his heart around him. The world hums quietly in flowers. The chirp of birds hidden in branches, the gentle clatter of tools and voices in the distance. He closes his eyes for a moment, letting the sounds wash over him, a lullaby sung by the earth itself. He breathes deeply, feeling connected, centered, at peace. When the meal is finished, he returns to his work, the afternoon light softening the edges of the day, the sun casting long shadows across the fields. He works steadily, harvesting grain, mending fences, carrying water, every task done with care and intention. As evening falls, the sky is painted with colors, soft pinks and purples melting into deep blue. The village sharing stories, laughter, comfort. The farmer sits beside the hearth, once more the fire crackling softly. Its warmth, a gentle embrace. He listens to the voices of his family, the steady rhythm of life unfolding like a song that never ends. He feels gratitude for the earth beneath him, for the hands that came before, for the promise of tomorrow. And as the stars fill the sky, once again he closes his eyes, letting sleep take him gently, carrying him into dreams of fields and sunlight, of quiet mornings and soft breezes, of a life lived simply, fully, and with love. The night deepens once more, a cool blanket of quiet settling over the village. The stars pulse softly in the vast sky, like ancient lanterns guiding the way through dreams. The farmer lies still on his mat, breathing slow and steady. The fire's glow fading to a warm ember outside. The earth whispers in the hush of night, leaves murmur secrets carried on the gentle breeze. The distant call of an owl echoes softly, a song of solitude and peace. His thoughts drift back to the day's work, the feel of the soil between his fingers, the golden shimmer of ripening grain, the laughter of children playing in the fields, each memory a thread weaving a tapestry of calm. He feels the earth beneath him solid, steady, a reminder of life's enduring rhythm of seasons, like a great wheel, endless and sure. The world is quiet now. Only breath and heartbeat, only the slow dance of shadows and light. His mind grows still like the surface of a deep, calm lake, reflecting stars, reflecting dreams, reflecting peace. And you too can feel this calm, this gentle stillness. Let it fill you, wrap you, hold you, as sleep comes softly like the night's own lullaby. Rest now in the quiet comfort of this ancient place, safe and warm, cradled by the earth and sky, ready to wake, renewed when dawn paints the world once again with light. The first light of dawn begins to seep through the woven walls of the hut, soft and pale, a gentle awakening to a new day. The air is cool and carries the scent of damp earth and fresh. Herb's birdsong stirs softly outside, a quiet chorus welcoming the sun's return. Our story today begins as the farmer rises once more, his body stretched and ready. He steps barefoot onto the soft ground, feeling the cool morning dew beneath his feet. The world is still peaceful, but alive with possibility. He moves toward the fields, where the golden stalks of barley and wheat sway lightly in the breeze. The morning light dances across the rippling grain. The air smells of warmth and growth of earth and rain and sun. His hands reach out to touch the plants running gently over the rough texture of the stalks, feeling the promise held within each seed head, each grain, a hope for the future, a connection between the past and what is yet to come. He takes up his sickle, once again the curved bronze blade. Catching the light, he moves through the field, cutting and gathering with steady care. The soft rustle of grain fills the air like a lullaby, a sound both ancient and comforting. As the sun rises higher, he pauses beneath the shade of a broad oak, its leaves whispering secrets in the breeze. He drinks cool water from a skin bag, refreshing his body and spirit. The world hums softly around him, the gentle buzz, the chirping of birds, the distant murmur of village life. He thinks of his family, the children playing near the huts, the women weaving baskets and grinding grain, the elders resting by the fire. Each life woven into the fabric of this place, each person part of the story. A story that stretches back through countless seasons. He resumes his work, the afternoon sun warming his skin. The fields alive with the steady rhythm of harvest, every cut of the sickle, every bundle gathered a step toward the future, a gift to those who will come after. When the day begins to wane, he returns to the village, carrying his harvest carefully. The weight of the grain, a reminder of the earth's generosity. The firelight greets him warmly, smoke curling into the cool evening air. The scent of cooking food filling the space between walls. The village gathers once more, sharing stories and laughter. Voices soft against the backdrop of night. He listens, feeling the quiet joy of belonging, the comfort of home as the stars emerge, again bright and steady. He lies down. The fire's glow fading to embers. The world hushed. The night wrapping him in its gentle embrace. He breathes deeply, letting go of the day of the work and the waiting, of the earth and the sky. And you too can breathe deeply now, letting this calm settle within you, carrying you gently toward rest, toward dreams, toward peace. Sleep now, soft and slow, with the quiet strength of the earth beneath you. The steady rhythm of life all around, and the promise of another day to come. The cool darkness of night deepens, wrapping the village in a soft, quiet embrace. The gentle rustle of leaves whispers a soothing lullaby. Stars flicker faintly, distant and calm, casting silver light over the thatched roofs. A soft breeze carries the scent of pine and warm earth, calming and familiar inside the farmer's hut. The glow from the dying fire flickers gently, painting shadows on the walls. He lies quietly on his woven mat, his breath slow and even, matching the rhythm of the night. The sounds of the village fade to a gentle hum, blending with the distant call of an owl. His mind drifts slowly, like smoke curling upward, carried by the night air. Memories of the day, the feel of the cool soil, the warmth of the sun on his skin, the sound of grain rustling in the breeze, float softly through his thoughts. These moments weave together into a tapestry of calm, grounding him to the earth and its endless cycle. He feels the steady beat of the land beneath him, timeless and enduring. Outside, the earth breathes gently, a soft sigh carried on the wind. The night's quietness wraps around him like a gentle shawl, comforting and safe. And as he slips deeper into rest, he becomes part of the night itself, a peaceful thread in the fabric of the world. You, too, can feel this deep calm now, letting it fill your body and mind. Allow yourself to sink into softness, cradled by the earth and sky. Let your thoughts grow still, your breath slow and steady, drift gently into sleep, carried by the soothing rhythm of this ancient day. Sleep now, deeply and peacefully, held safe within the quiet heart of the night. Morning's first light filters softly through the woven walls of the hut, a gentle promise of a new day, awakening slowly. The air is cool, scented with earth and fresh herbs. Birds begin their quiet song, a delicate chorus greeting the sun. Our story today sets sail at this peaceful dawn. The farmer rises with calm, stretching limbs that have known the steady rhythm of the land. Barefoot, he steps onto the dew-kissed ground. The coolness beneath his feet, a grounding touch. He breathes in the crisp morning air, feeling connected to the world around him. He moves toward the fields, where barley and wheat sway gently in the morning breeze. The golden stalks ripple softly, like waves upon a quiet sea. The scent of soil and growing grain fills the air, warm and alive. His hands brush over the plants, rough and full of promise, each grain a seed of future days, a link between past and tomorrow, taking up his curved bronze sickle. He moves through the fields with practiced care. The soft rustle of cut grain sounds like a lullaby. The steady rhythm of harvest fills the space between earth and sky. Around him, life stirs gently. The hum of insects, the distant murmur of the village. He pauses beneath the shade of an ancient oak, its leaves whispering in the breeze, drinking cool water. He rests briefly, feeling the world's quiet heartbeat. Thoughts of family and community warm him. Children's laughter near the huts, women weaving baskets, elders resting by fires. Each life a thread woven into the fabric of this land. Each moment part of a timeless story. As the sun climbs higher, he resumes his work, steady and sure. The harvest grows slowly beneath the soft light. A gift to those who will come after returning at day's end. He carries the fruits of the earth, the weight, a humble reminder of nature's generosity. The village gathers around fires, sharing stories and laughter, voices soft and soothing as night descends. The fire's glow warms the cool air. A comforting embrace lying down. The farmer lets the day's cares slip away, breathing deeply. He welcomes the gentle pull of sleep, and you too can breathe deeply. Now let the calm of this ancient life settle within you. Feel yourself wrapped in the quiet strength of earth and sky. Allow yourself to drift softly into peaceful rest, held safe by the rhythms of this timeless world. Sleep now, gentle and slow, with the promise of another day waiting just beyond the horizon. The night wraps the village in a quiet stillness. Stars shimmer softly overhead. Distant and steady, a gentle breeze stirs the leaves. A whispering lullaby, the earth breathes calmly beneath the sky's vast dome inside the farmer's hut. The hearth's dying glow flickers warmly. He lies still on his woven mat, body relaxed, breath slow, and even the sounds of the night blend into a soothing symphony. The distant call of an owl, the rustle of branches, the soft murmur of the stream nearby. His thoughts drift like smoke, rising and fading with the wind memories of the day's work. The feel of rich soil, the warmth of sunlight, the soft rustle of grain. Weave through his mind each memory, a thread tying him to the earth and its endless cycle. The world around him breathes with gentle rhythm. Steady and sure, the night's quietness enfolds him like a soft blanket, comforting and safe, and as sleep deepens, he becomes part of this peaceful night. You can feel this calm too. Let it fill your body and mind, sink into softness, cradled by the earth and stars. Let thoughts grow still, breath slow and steady. Drift gently into sleep, carried by the soothing rhythm of this ancient life. Sleep now, deeply and peacefully, held safe in the quiet heart of night. As dawn tiptoes across the horizon, a gentle glow softens the edges of night. The village stirs with quiet motions. The farmer rises once again, stretching limbs that remember the earth's touch. Bare feet meet the cool, dew-drenched soil. The air is crisp, carrying scents of pine and fertile ground. He breathes in deeply, grounding himself in the new day's promise. Our story today begins with this fragile moment, when night melts into morning and the world seems full of possibility. He steps toward the fields, where waves of barley and wheat sway softly in the breeze. Golden stalks ripple like gentle seas. The sunlight dapples through the leaves of nearby trees casting playful shadows on the earth. His hands brush over the grain. Rough and full of life, each seed a story waiting to be told. He lifts his bronze sickle. Its curved blade gleams in the soft light with practiced grace. He moves through the field, cutting stalks with steady rhythm. The rustle of grain fills the air like a soothing melody around him. The village awakens, fully smoke curls from chimneys, children's laughter echoes softly. Women gather near the hearth, grinding grain and weaving baskets. The elders sit in quiet conversation, all part of the timeless dance of life here at midday. The farmer rests beneath a sturdy oak. Its leaves whisper secrets in the breeze. He drinks cool water from a skin bag, feeling the warmth of the sun on his face, the gentle hum of bees and the chirp of birds lull him into calm thoughts of family and future days. Fill him with peace, steady and sure, harvesting with care, honoring the balance of giving and taking. Each bundle gathered a promise, a connection to those who will follow as evening falls. The village gathers again around fires that crackle and glow. Stories are shared. Laughter mingles with the night air. The farmer listens, heart full. The firelight flickers softly, casting shadows on weathered faces. The world feels whole and right. He lies down as stars fill the sky once more. The night enfolds him gently, breathing slow, letting go, drifting into dreams of earth and sky, of fields golden and ripe, of quiet mornings and soft breezes. Rest comes easy and deep, and you too can breathe deeply now. Let this calm fill you. Feel yourself held safe by earth and sky. Let your mind grow still. Let your breath slow and steady. Drift gently into peaceful sleep, held in the quiet rhythm of this ancient day. Night wraps the village in a soft blanket of quiet. The stars twinkle faintly above, steady and calm. A gentle breeze stirs the leaves, whispering peaceful lullabies. The earth breathes beneath the vast, dark sky inside the hut. The last glow of embers flickers low. The farmer lies still and even. The sounds of the night weave a soothing melody. The call of an owl, the rustle of leaves, the gentle murmur of a distant stream. His thoughts drift like smoke, carried gently by the night air. Memories of the day, the cool touch of soil, the warm sunlight, the soft rustling of grain float through his mind. Each memory ties him softly to the earth and its endless cycles. The night's quietness embraces him like a soft shawl, comforting and secure. And as he sinks deeper into rest, he becomes part of the peaceful night itself. You too can feel this calm now. Let it fill your body and mind sink into softness, cradled by earth and sky. Let your thoughts grow still. Your breath slow and steady drift gently into sleep, carried by the soothing rhythm of this ancient life. Sleep now, deeply and peacefully, held safe within the quiet heart of night. A gentle dawn light filters softly through the woven walls of the hut. The air carries the fresh scent of earth and early morning herbs. Birdsong begins its delicate chorus. Welcoming the sun's slow climb, our story today sets sail at this tender moment of awakening. The farmer stirs, his body stretching with the slow ease of the land itself. Bare feet meet the cool, dew-kissed earth. He breathes deeply, connecting to the quiet pulse of the waking world. He moves towards the fields, where golden waves of barley and wheat sway gently. The morning breeze whispers secrets through the stalks. The sunlight dapples the soil, warming it with soft, honeyed light. His hands brush across the grain, rough and promising life. Each seed holds the hope of future days, a thread linking past to tomorrow. Taking up his bronze sickle, curved and gleaming, he begins his steady work. The soft rustle of cut grain fills the air like a soothing melody. His movements are sure, practiced, part of a timeless dance around him. The village begins to stir, smoke rising, laughter drifting, voices murmuring. The steady rhythm of life beats softly all around. At midday, he pauses beneath an ancient oak, leaves whispering in the breeze, drinking cool water. He rests as birds sing their gentle songs. Thoughts of family and the cycle of seasons fill him with peace. He resumes his work as the sun climbs higher. Steady and sure, each bundle gathered a promise to those who will come after. As the day fades into evening, the village gathers fires, flicker, voices soften. Stories unfold in warm glow. The farmer listens, heart calm, and full night falls again. Stars emerge, bright and steady. He lies down, the earth's gentle breath cradling slow. He lets go, sinking deep into rest, and you too can breathe deeply now. Let this calm fill you, hold you. Feel yourself safe, wrapped in the quiet strength of earth and sky. Let your mind grow still. Your breath, slow and steady, drift gently into peaceful sleep, held in the timeless rhythm of this ancient day. Night descends again over the village. Soft and sure, the stars shimmer faintly above. Ancient and calm, a gentle breeze stirs the leaves, whispering soothing lullabies. The earth breathes beneath the vast, dark sky. Inside the farmer's hut, the hearth's dying glow flickers softly. He lies quietly on his woven mat, breath slow and steady. The sounds of night weave a comforting melody. The call of an owl, the rustle of branches, the distant murmur of a stream. His thoughts drift slowly like smoke, curling into the night air memories of the day's touch. Cool soil, warm sun, rustling grain float gently through his mind, each memory a thread binding him to the earth's endless cycle. The night's quietness enfolds him like a soft shawl, warm and secure as sleep deepens. He becomes part of the peaceful night itself. You too can feel this calm now, letting it fill your body and mind, sink into softness. Cradled by earth and sky, let your thoughts grow still, your breath slow and steady, drift gently into sleep, carried by the soothing rhythm of this ancient life. Sleep now, deeply and peacefully, held safe within the quiet heart of night. The first pale light of dawn seeps softly through the hut's woven walls. The cool morning air carries the scent of damp earth and wild herbs. Birdsong rises gently, a delicate symphony welcoming the sun. Our story today begins at this quiet moment of awakening. The farmer stirs slowly, his body stretching in harmony with the earth's rhythm. Bare feet touch the cool, dew-kissed ground. He breathes deeply, connecting to the world's gentle pulse. He moves toward the fields where golden barley and wheat sway in a soft breeze. The stalks ripple like waves in a quiet sea. Sunlight dapples the soil in warm, honeyed patterns. His hands glide over the grain, rough and full of promise, each seed a silent vow for the days yet to come. With his bronze sickle curved and gleaming, he begins his steady harvest. The soft rustle of grain fills the air like a lullaby. His movements are practiced, a timeless dance with the land around him. The village wakes. Smoke rises, laughter drifts. Voices murmur softly. The rhythm of life pulses gently through this place at midday. He rests beneath an ancient oak, its leaves whispering in the breeze. Drinking cool water, he listens to birdsong and feels the warmth of the sun. Thoughts of family and the endless cycle of seasons fill him with peace as the sun climbs higher. He returns to his work, steady and sure. Each bundle he gathers is a promise to those who will follow when evening falls. The village gathers around flickering fires. Stories are shared. Laughter mingles with the night air. The farmer listens, his heart calm, and full stars emerge bright above. Filling the sky with quiet light, he lies down, cradled by the earth's gentle breath. Breathing slow, he lets go, sinking into deep rest, and you can breathe deeply now. Let this calm fill your body and mind. Feel yourself safe, wrapped in the quiet strength of earth and sky. Let your thoughts grow still and steady. Drift gently into peaceful sleep, held in the timeless rhythm of this ancient day. The village rests beneath a blanket of stars, calm and endless. The night air carries the scent of pine and fresh earth. Soothing and familiar, a soft breeze rustles the leaves. A gentle whisper in the quiet dark. The farmer lies on his woven mat, body relaxed, breath slow and steady. The crackling of the dying fire fades into silence, replaced by the peaceful murmur of the night. Owls call softly, their voices weaving through the trees. The distant trickle of a stream adds a rhythmic pulse to the stillness his mind drifts. Thoughts flowing like a slow river, calm and steady memories of the day's work, the feel of soil, the warmth of sun, the rustle of grain, float gently through his mind, each moment a thread in the fabric of the earth's endless story. The night wraps him in a soft embrace, comforting, and safe sleep comes gently, deep, and steady. And as he rests, he becomes one with the quiet night itself. You too can let go now. Feel this calm, feel your body and mind sink into softness. Cradled by the earth and stars, let your thoughts grow still, your breaths slow and steady. Drift gently into peaceful sleep, carried by the soothing rhythm of this ancient life sleep now. Deeply and peacefully held safe within the quiet heart of night. The first light of dawn gently brushes the earth. The air is cool and fresh, carrying the scent of damp soil and wildflowers. Birdsong begins softly. A delicate greeting to the new day. Our story today begins at this quiet, tender moment. The farmer awakens slowly, stretching limbs that remember the earth's touch. Bare feet meet the dew-kissed ground with a soothing coolness. He breathes deeply, connecting to the calm pulse of the waking world. He steps toward the fields, where golden waves of barley and wheat sway softly in the breeze. The stalks ripple gently like a quiet sea. Sunlight filters through the leaves, casting warm, dappled light on the soil. His hands glide over the grain. Rough and full of life, each seed holds a silent promise for the days to come. Taking up his bronze sickle, curved and gleaming, he begins his steady work. The soft rustle of grain fills the air like a soothing melody. His movements are practiced and sure, a timeless dance with the land around him. The village stirs, smoke rises, laughter drifts. Voices murmur gently, the rhythm of life pulses softly here. At midday, he rests beneath the shade of an ancient oak, leaves whispering secrets in the breeze, drinking cool water. He listens to the birds' gentle songs, thoughts of family and the endless cycle of seasons fill him with peace as the sun climbs higher. He returns to his work, steady and sure, each bundle gathered is a promise to those who will follow. When evening falls, the village gathers around flickering fires. Stories unfold in the warm glow. Laughter mingling with the night air. The farmer listens, heart calm, and full stars emerge, bright and steady. Filling the sky with quiet light, he lies down, cradled by the earth's gentle breath, breathing slow. He lets go, sinking deep into rest, and you too can breathe deeply now. Let this calm fill you completely. Feel yourself safe, wrapped in the quiet strength of earth and sky. Let your mind grow still, your breath slow and steady. Drift gently into peaceful sleep, held in the timeless rhythm of this ancient day. The village sleeps beneath a sky full of stars. The night air is cool and calm, carrying the scent of pine and earth. A gentle breeze rustles through the leaves, whispering softly inside the farmer's hut. The hearth's last embers glow faintly. He lies on his woven mat, body relaxed, breath slow and even. The night's quiet sounds, owls calling, leaves rustling, a distant stream murmuring, weave a comforting melody. His thoughts drift gently, like smoke rising and fading into the night memories of the day's work. The feel of rich soil, the warmth of sunlight, the soft rustle of grain floats softly through his mind. Each memory connects him deeply to the earth's endless cycle. The night's peacefulness wraps him in a warm embrace as sleep deepens. He becomes one with the quiet night. You can feel this calm, too, letting it fill your body and mind, sink into softness. Cradled by earth and sky, let your thoughts grow still. Your breath, slow and steady, drift gently into sleep, carried by the soothing rhythm of this ancient life. Sleep now, deeply and peacefully, held safe within the quiet heart of night. A soft light spreads slowly across the sky. The first birds begin their gentle songs. The earth awakens slowly, stretching toward the sun. Our story today begins at this peaceful dawn. The farmer rises quietly, his body moving with calm ease. Bare feet touch the cool, dew-soaked ground. He breathes in the fresh morning air, feeling the world stir around him. He walks to the fields where golden barley sways softly in the breeze. The stalks ripple gently, like waves on a quiet sea. Sunlight filters through leaves, casting warm, dappled patterns on the earth. His hands brush the grain. He takes up his bronze sickle. Its curved blade gleams in the morning light. He begins to harvest, the soft rustling of grain filling the air. His motions are practiced and sure, part of an ancient rhythm around him. The village comes to life. Smoke rises from hearths. Laughter drifts on the breeze. Voices murmur softly, the steady pulse of life beats quietly all around at midday. He rests beneath the shade of an old oak tree. Its leaves whisper secrets in the gentle wind. He drinks cool water, listening to birdsong and feeling the warmth of the sun. Thoughts of family and the endless cycle of seasons bring him peace. He returns to his work as the sun climbs higher. Steady and sure, each bundle he gathers is a promise for those who will follow as evening falls. The village gathers around, flickering fires. Stories unfold in the warm glow. Laughter mingling with the night air. The farmer listens, heart calm, and full stars emerge, bright and steady, filling the sky with quiet light. He lies down, cradled by the earth's gentle breath, breathing slow. He lets go, sinking deep into rest, and you too can breathe deeply. Now, let this calm fill you completely. Feel yourself safe, wrapped in the quiet strength of earth and sky. Let your mind grow still, your breath slow and steady. Drift gently into peaceful sleep, held in the timeless rhythm of this ancient day. The village settles beneath a vast, star-filled sky. The night air carries the earthy scent of pine and damp soil. A gentle breeze stirs the leaves, whispering soft lullabies quietly on his woven mat. Breath steady and slow. The crackling of the dying fire fades into silence, replaced by nature's calm sounds. The distant call of an owl, the rustling of branches, the gentle murmur of a nearby stream. His thoughts drift gently like smoke rising, fading into the dark memories of the day. The feel of warm sun, cool earth's rustling grain, floats softly through his mind. Each memory a thread in the endless tapestry of the earth. The night's quietness wraps around him like a warm embrace. Sleep deepens. Peaceful and steady, he becomes one with the night's gentle rhythm. You, too, can feel this calm now, letting it fill your body and mind. Sink into softness, cradled by earth and stars. Let your thoughts grow still, your breath slow and steady. Drift gently into restful sleep, carried by the soothing rhythm of this ancient life. Sleep now, deeply and peacefully, held safe within the quiet heart of night. The gentle light of dawn begins to touch the sky. A soft breeze carries the scent of fresh earth and wild herbs. Birdsong rises softly, welcoming the new day with a gentle melody. Our story today begins at this quiet, peaceful moment. The farmer awakens slowly, stretching limbs that move in harmony with the land. Bare feet meet the cool, dew-covered ground. He breathes deeply, feeling the calm pulse of the waking world. He walks toward the fields, where golden barley sways gently. In the morning breeze, the stalks ripple softly, like waves on a quiet sea. Sunlight filters through the leaves, casting warm, dappled patterns on the soil. His hands brush over the grain, rough and full of promise. Each seed holds a silent vow for the days yet to come. With his bronze sickle, curved and gleaming, he begins his steady work. The soft rustling of grain fills the air like a lullaby. His movements are practiced and sure, a timeless dance with the land around him. The village stirs. Smoke rises from hearths. Laughter drifts. Voices murmur softly. The rhythm of life pulses gently all around at midday. He rests beneath the shade of an ancient oak. Its leaves whisper secrets. In the soft breeze he drinks cool water, listening to birdsong and feeling the warmth of the sun. Thoughts of family and the endless cycle of seasons fill him with peace as the sun climbs higher. He returns to his work, steady and sure. Each bundle gathered is a promise to those who will follow when evening falls. The village gathers around flickering fires. Stories unfold in the warm glow, laughter mingling with the night air. The farmer listens, heart calm, and full stars emerge, bright and steady, filling the sky with quiet light. He lies down, cradled by the earth's gentle breath, breathing slow. He lets go, sinking deep into rest. And now, you too can breathe deeply. Let this calm fill your body and mind completely. Feel yourself safe, wrapped in the quiet strength of earth and sky. Let your thoughts grow still. Your breath slow and steady. Drift gently into peaceful sleep, held in the timeless rhythm of this ancient day. Good night.